One of my Instagram followers asked me about getting started in boat building, and I said a great way to get rolling is to just do a cardboard model. So I thought I'd show you a couple of ways of doing this. So I'm going to do a very simple model, and I've chosen this design here, which is from Forest and Stream magazine from 1890. And it's kind of a cool little simple dinghy, or what we would refer to as a skiff. I'm going to just build the simplest version of this, and the way I'm going to do it is going to not be correct as if you're trying to replicate the actual boat, but it will give us a quick three-dimensional idea of what this boat would look like. If you were to take this a piece of plywood that's shaped exactly like you see it here and try and build a boat out of that as the side of the boat, it would be incorrect. And so this little model will demonstrate how that will be incorrect. But then we'll build another model after that is built as if you're building the real thing. I've made another couple copies of this design, and I have flipped one of them over so that we have a mirror image. And I'm going to use these as actual templates for the boat. To get started, I'm going to harvest some cardboard, and I'm just going to use a cereal box here. You know what? Right off the bat, I realized I'm making a mistake, and I should be actually cutting out the shape of the bottom here, not the outside. Okay, so here we got two matching sides, and a little bit of a hump on the bottom here. Better. We've got a bottom piece, and what we're still missing is a transom. Now what I'll do is I'm going to cut out the transom that you see here, and it's going to be quite incorrect. And I'm going to do that on purpose. And lastly, we need what we would refer to as a midships mold. Just going to chop that out here too. I'm simply going to connect the dots between the shear on both sides of this. There we go. So in the drawings, or in the plan, this guy lands right about there. I'm just going to line this up with the same feature that's in the drawing. I'll flip that over. Let's do it the other way. And I'm just going to use some tape to put it together. And I'm going to use a little tape on both sides just to help give it a little more structure. Okay. So here we go, there's our start. Now, we're going to try and connect the sides. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tape the bow and stern, the bow together on the two sides here. Okay. And now we're going to use some little bits of tape to to wrap these around. Just going to start on one side, and I'm just going to put some tabs of tape along here. And it's going to become quickly apparent why you couldn't do this. If you were trying to build a real boat, why you couldn't use a method like this of just taking drawing of this nature and just blowing it up and copying the shapes out onto plywood, for instance. So far so good. But one thing should be obvious, and that is if you look at the relationship of the sides to the bottom, even though they came off the same drawing, they don't jive up. The bottom ended up a little longer than the sides, and there's a really good reason for this. And that is that the sides that we saw laid out flat are actually longer. They have to be long enough to wrap around this whole shape. And that little bit of difference shows up when you line this up here. Now let's look at how the transom doesn't quite jive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attach the transom at the bottom edge. So, there we go. Likewise, there's quite a bit of foreshortening between the view that we were looking at and this drawing. We're looking dead straight onto the transom. But in fact, what we need to be seeing is the transom coming in square to the face at this angle, 90 degrees to the face of the transom, which is what we don't have when we try and pick up the shape off of there. And so here's the result we get. We get a transom that, just like the sides, is too short. But in general, using this method is a great way to sort of get a quick and dirty feeling for the boat. What we can do is we could make up a couple more stations. We've got the forward half, so maybe we'll make up one more just to get a feel for the flare, because the flare here is probably a little bit off. So grab another piece of cardboard. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we're going to let's pick up station number 1 here, because that's farthest forward. And I could always make more copies and pick up the other stations. In fact, I'll show you a trick we could use to pick up one more station. Alright, not 100%, but not too bad. So now we've got this other guy here. We need to do a little repair job. So I'm just going to take I'll take another piece of cardboard. I'll use this stuff here. I'm just going to stick this right on the back side. We're going to grab station number 2. Go. Squeezing that in there. And that's doing a little something to tweak the shape for sure. This one's got a bit of a wind in it, which is not unexpected for such a crude little model. So why don't we just do number 4 as well? So we're going to have to do the same thing as the last example, and we'll do a quick little repair job. And station number 3, we've already created that by stealing this little view right here. Now, there's always the worry that that particular view wasn't done as accurately, but for this model, it is perfectly fine. So there we go. The only thing missing is a skeg. And I don't have a center line here exactly to follow, but I can eyeball off of the transom. So there we are, we're done. And we got a pretty good representation of this boat, and it's interesting when I look at it, it's a little jauntier than I thought it would be, just based on the drawings. On the drawings it seems like quite a flat boat, but you know what? A lot of that has to probably do with the fact that we're kind of hacking this design. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a solid wood model, and I'm going to do it a similar way, but it's going to give us a more accurate representation of this shape. And from that solid model, I could actually make another cardboard model that's in fact far more accurate. And that cardboard model I could even use to expand into full-size panels to build this boat in a plywood. Anyhow, it was a good little experiment, quick and easy to do, and it allows you to learn a few things.